Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mike's Garage. Listen, I want to address a comment that was sent in, a little story that was sent in by VM Dairy. Appreciate your giving your comments in. Appreciate the story. You guys can read it if you want to click down below. But he talked about giving away your position and what cigarette smoke could do. Really, anything could do that. You had to be super quiet. A lot of people said you weren't allowed to wear perfume or cologne. You weren't allowed to have different things that the smell would give away your position. Cigarettes and cigars were one of them. They did try and encourage you to use dip or chewing tobacco, but I could never do that. I tried it a couple times. Not good. They did let you smoke in a lot of different positions, even when you were on guard duty, and it was pretty safe around the perimeter of the fort at night. We did that several times at Long Bend. We had towers, we had bunkers, and 3 rows of barbed wire with trip flares, claymores, mines, all kinds of booby traps in there. But you were on guard duty, and you had a low ceiling with about 4 or 5 layers of sandbag on it. You had a 3-foot wall all around you, but you had like an 18-inch opening that you could see through. And it was just high enough, well, I'm 6'2", so it was just high enough for me to lean on the shelf there and see out. They did have a step for some of the shorter guys could get up there. I think you had to be like over 5'10" to be able to look out. If you was shorter than that, you had to get up on the step. But you used to stand there, put 1 foot up on a step. And if you smoked, you couldn't be up, couldn't have your face up there. You had to smoke down below. Because what they would look for is when you took a drag on the cigarette, the burning end of the cigarette would glow, and that's what the sniper would look for. The sniper would look for that glow and then shoot right at that glow at night. You couldn't see them. Maybe you hear a little pop. You see a little flash off in the distance. You hear something go by your head like a bumblebee, bzz, when it goes by. So you had the light protocol. You couldn't have flashlights. You didn't want to light things up. You didn't want to have a fire. You didn't want to have matches. You had to do everything down on the QT down below where nobody could see what was going on because you wanted to keep it dark. You didn't want to give away your position with a silhouette. They knew you were in the bunker, but they didn't know where you were in the bunker. So if you had your head sticking up right in the middle and you're smoking a cigarette, it's a perfect target. That's all they had to aim at was your silhouette. And when you took that drag of the cigarette, they knew right where you were. So VM, you're right. You had to be careful over there. A lot of guys just didn't care. They felt that they were invincible. A lot of guys, when they're 19, 20 years old, do feel like they're invincible. And, we did a couple sweeps on the outside the perimeter. We just went out after they laid down some fire. We got some sniper fire at night. We returned fire, and the next day they put a patrol together to go sweep the area, see if we hit anybody or found anything. So, it wasn't a big deal. But for being out in the field and being 101st Airborne, tough duty, man. My hat's off to you. Welcome home. And those are the kind of things you had to be careful of, all kinds of things like that. You always had to keep your weapon clean. You had to be ready at all times. You had to have your water with you and your C rations. I know there was a lot of guys used to give them no-dose or some kind of pills to keep them up so you wouldn't fall asleep because sometimes you're out there for 2-3 days. So I hope that's an interesting story. Read the comments below. Get a better handle on that. My hat's off to you guys. Welcome home, all the veterans. And like I said, I can't keep my eyes off the TV. I just feel so sorry for those guys that are involved in that. It's horrible. War is horrible, and I just hope we don't get sucked into it. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. You could always use more subscribers. I love to hear the comments, too. Tell me what you know about. Tell me what you went through. Tell me some of your stories. Let's get it out there, okay? I really enjoyed it. This is a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching Mike's Garage. Do something nice for a stranger. See ya.